Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine.
Today's gonna be a fun day. What is going on, guys? We are back. We got a full group today. It's been a very long time since all of us have been here. Last time we did this, we introduced everybody to Chris. Chris is back with us. Moose, the man, is back with us.
Yes, sir.
I'm Chris, you know that. That's Mike. This is the Soul Status podcast, and lots of things going on, doing some new cool things to the store. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing?
Busy.
Wonderful.
Business is booming.
Booming. All right.
Business.
What are some cool things that are happening? I haven't been here in probably a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been a
I
minute.
walked in. There's a bunch of spaces. There's clearly something going on.
Yeah, we have some things going on.
Such as?
So we want to expand the shoes, right? We want to add more quantity, right? And the only way to do that is really take away or add in some aspects. So we want to add more shelving and move some clothes around. We're not having less clothes, we're actually having more clothes. So that's the difficulty, is finding that space.
So more shoes, more clothes,
More
just
shoes,
more
more
product.
More product, utilizing the space better, placing our products that sell well in the places that people will see them, and our used section is been expanding pretty fast, so we have to account for that. So we have a lot more shoes in the store, more shoes than we've ever had.
Yeah.
More clothes than we've ever had. We've expanded our vintage, especially today. I think you bought how many pieces today?
400, maybe more pieces,
Oh, wow.
but about 400 pieces of vintage, and then we've already had maybe 200,
At least.
at least 300 other units. So I mean, our vintage is really, really nice right now,
Yeah.
Vintages is on swole.
and it's a great price, super cheap. And we grabbed a bunch of things that if it's for every day, things that you could layer, things, colors that you'd want, maybe things that were nostalgic to you that might come up and put a smile on your face, right? That's the best thing about vintage. It's oh, I've had that, or I've seen my dad wear that, or just something, and it really brings a smile to people's faces when they see it. So
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Also, I see cleaning is back on premises. We got that set up. You set up the largest box in the
largest
world.
ice box in the world. So we closed down Sylvania. We're no longer at the Sylvania location. Rest in peace. We do miss it in some ways, but we're off to bigger and better things, right? So we moved everything over from the cleaning services to, like Moose said, what else did we bring over?
I mean, everything. The shoes that were there.
There was a lot of shoes actually there still.
I mean, obviously we had, but since the cleaning was there, we had employees there. Those employees are now here, and it helps out a lot because when things get a little too crazy, it's the first of the month. Today's March 1st, 2022, and so it's the first of the month. It's also full go tax season, full force. Everybody's getting their tax returns, so the weekends have been really busy, and it's just helpful to have an extra set of hands and eyes around here. One or two people makes a big difference.
I will say the cleaning, being here on premise, has been a blessing in disguise. Oh my God, it's just, Brandon's been able to get the things out as quickly as I can buy them. So definitely check up with us on a day-to-day basis. We have new used going out all the time.
Yeah,
all the
literally,
time.
every day.
Literally, every day.
That's what's up.
Actually, if you come into the store and you want to know what's the newest used, most days you can just walk up to the front counter and
sitting
you'll
there.
see stuff lined up that's getting priced and tagged and put out on the floor. A lot of the stuff's been getting posted to the stories every day, so make sure you follow us on Instagram if you don't already. Pay attention to our stories. If a lot of the steals and deals go up on the stories, and we'll have people come in all day long for something that was posted at, let's say, noon, and it'll be gone at noon 30, 1 o'clock, and we'll just have people, all day long because they're not the first. So if you turn your story notifications on, you'll get notified as soon as we post on stories, and you'll have access to the deals before anybody else. So,
Did you just say noon 30?
Yeah, people say noon 30.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard of noon 30 before.
Never heard of that. It's the Brown in me. I'm sorry. My parents, they barely spoke English, so.
That's funny. All right, so transitioning, coming away from the store and what's happening here, back into the sneaker world. Kanye's releasing a bunch of re-release shoes. Wave
Love
Runners
Kanye.
coming back out.
Love it.
Just tons and tons of things. Oreos
Statics.
allegedly coming out. Static V2s coming out.
that's a big one.
Zebras.
Zebras coming out again. I got a question for you guys. Do constant restocks of shoes kill the hype of a shoe, or would you rather see something release a bunch of times? Because if you miss it and you don't necessarily want to have to pay resale for, or think of like an off-white shoe that now goes for $1,000. What if Nike were to just restock a bunch of them in a couple of months? Not saying that they are, but what if that were to happen? And like, oh, I missed this. I don't have the funds to blow resale on it, but now I can have a shot at getting it at retail again. Does that kill the hype? Does it extend the life of a shoe? What do you think?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
So for me personally, because I think when a shoe hits like 500 or above, or everybody wants a Wave Runner, everybody wants a Static, everybody wants that certain old school Yeezy. So I like that he's bringing all of them back, it lowers the price, and it gives everybody a chance to own that shoe, right? The worst thing is when a shoe's at $1,000 or $700 or $800, and it's just not like obtainable anymore. For us, I think the biggest thing for me and Moose was like getting these things for the best price, right?
Right.
Yeezys should not be $1,000. They shouldn't. They can be. It's cool when they are. Does it kill the hype? Yes, it does kill the hype. Does it really, kill the sneaker game? No, I don't think so. I think there's so many people that are growing into the sneaker business that, it's what is it going to triple in 5 years? Like, how many new people want Wave Runners? So I don't think it's ever enough.
Yeah, I think like with off-whites, that's like a different thing, right? Because nobody ever came out and said like everybody's gonna have off-whites and everybody's gonna wear off-white Nikes.
Yeah.
But Kanye is pretty transparent about him wanting to have Yeezys in the hands of every person in the world probably at one point. So like him coming out with the most popular colors, I think if anything brings life back into the brand for him, because this is what got you there. People complain about a lot of the colors and the new models that are coming out, like the 380s or the 450s. I see a lot of people even complain about like the slides and the foam runners and just any new model that's coming out. And those people might get on the train later on down the road, because at one time I remember everybody thought, well, most people thought 350s were hideous, and they were
right.
not it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
People thought Wave Runners weren't sweet.
yeah, 700s.
Slides.
People like 700s. Slides, I remember we were trying to sell slides when they first came out in the store for $80. And
Just
people
get
didn't
rid of
want
them.
them.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you see certain colors going for $400 or $500. It's kind of like when the masses catch on to a trend, that's a time when you kind of need the restock. I feel like even with OGs, like with Jordans, I'm not mad when they come out with an OG every 4 or 5 years. I feel like it's about time. Like I don't want to spend $1,000 on a shoe that came out 5 years ago, and I
15
underestimated
years ago
it.
when the glue's falling apart, or you.
Yeah.
Well, what about 2 years ago? What about Black Cats?
Yeah.
Right.
Black
Ooh, a
Cats are
Black Cat
$1,000.
restock. Ooh.
I
need
underestimated
that.
them. I walked in the finish line, they were sitting.
Same
Absolutely.
thing with Cool Grays. Same thing with Cool Gray 4s. They're both sitting. Now
Now
you
they're
can't get them.
$500 to $1,000. Brand new.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
ridiculous.
And if they come out with it again, I don't think that necessarily kills the hype. I feel like it wasn't really a hype shoe to begin with, at least in a sense of retros. Like with Yeezys, I feel like the Zebras, the Statics were like what? That was the first 700 to come out, and they were super limited.
Remember Yeezy Day?
Yeah, that was the first restock I think of the Statics,
Yeah,
and that was just what
it
they had
was.
left over from production. I don't even think they did like
And returns. And
yeah. So I don't know. I personally would like another a pair of Wave. There's like 6 shoes out of next month, just Yeezys that I need for the
Yeah,
person.
I need
So
some Wave
I'm not
Runners.
mad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me on killing the hype, I don't necessarily think it kills the hype. It definitely lowers the hype a little bit, but I don't want to say it kills the hype. If the shoe is hot, the shoe is hot. It doesn't matter if it restocks a million times. If the public wants it, the public's going to eat it up, no matter what. So going to what Moose said is, I'm super excited for Wave Runners. I'm super excited for Zebras. The Dazzling Blues that just come out, oh my God.
Those
Need
Dazzlings
those.
are nice.
Need those. If you guys got 11.5 out there, think of your boy.
I skipped him.
DM Chris up.
Please DM Chris, right?
He's cheap, by the way. Make
Am
sure
I?
you hook him up.
Am I?
Yes, you're very hard to bargain with.
All right, yeah, I guess I'm cheap. Yeah, I guess I'm cheap. But no, I'm super excited for all these restocks coming out. Hopefully we hit on some of these, and it drives some of these prices down, so it makes it more attainable for more people to get, right?
100%.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it.
What about you, Chris? Do you not give a shit?
I'm totally for it. I want more restocks. Like, I wanted to play
Restock,
devil's
good.
advocate guy. Be like,
Gotcha.
no, drive these things if you missed out. Because there's that opinion that's out there. People are like, oh, I hate when they restock a bunch of
Those
shoes.
are the guys
'cause if
that
you-
have the shoe, right?
they bought it
They
at the
own it
top.
already.
So
Exactly.
they've been holding it for
Or
2
they're
or
like-
3 years.
If you missed out on like sitting outside in a line for a day and a half to get these for the first
Yeah,
time
you-
around, now you can just
Some asshole just got it on a restock
Right,
and sat it on his
exactly.
couch, and everybody got it.
Well, I guess it also depends on what are you? Are you a reseller or are you a consumer, right? Because if you're a consumer, then you're happy for it. But if you're a reseller, you're mad, right?
Yeah. I
Because
don't
it's
think
driving
all
the price
resellers
Not
are
down
really.
to the
mad,
public.
I'm a reseller. I like it
I think
because it gives me more product to sell.
Right, but it also lowers your profit margins, right?
Not really, no.
really,
I
no.
think our profit margins are based on percentages, right?
Yeah.
And I think if you have a shoe, for example, like let's say Wave Runners are $1,000,
Okay.
right? And then they restock, and they're now $350 or $400 or whatever they are. You'll sell 10 times as many at $400 as you did one at 1,000.
Right.
So your profit margin is actually better when the price is like lower because your velocity is higher. You could sell more pairs. You have access to more pairs. That $1,000 doesn't buy you one pair now. Now maybe it buys you 3 pairs.
Right.
Oh, when the Wave Runners did restock, we got screwed on a couple pairs where they dropped like significantly.
If
We're
you're
talking about
holding-
$200-300.
But those pairs,
They didn't sell
granted,
fast.
were made up for by the amount of pairs that we were able to acquire after
Fair.
release.
And they went up.
and they went back.
Eventually, they went back up, and everything was gravy.
Yeah.
Up. Yeah, I mean, yes.
Restocks are good
You
for
broke
everybody.
even. I agree. Restock is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm totally for him. Like I said, I wanted to play devil's advocate guy, but I just can't. So, but for you people who are out there, like think of a shoe that you went through hell to get, and then somehow you came across it either by retail or spending the resale for. Like I think of Spider-Man ones. Like I broke my neck trying to get that shoe. Like when I had a particular job, I had an assistant. I sent her up here to the mall to try to
Wow.
get them. I had them in my cart on Finish Line site, at a site that I don't hit anything on, wouldn't let me buy. Came here after work trying to see if someone didn't pick their pairs up, trying to get a pair. Was up in Detroit trying to find a pair. I was in Chicago, tried to buy a pair off a kid's feet. Like I just kept going. I was like 200, 300. It's like, I'm trying to buy a PS4. This is when PS4s were still the thing. And I was like, I'll buy it. Basically, what I'm giving you buys your
I'll
PS4.
buy you a PS4
But if
right
you,
now.
if you really work, like even if you couldn't, I mean, back then that shoe, even if you were buying it for resale, you could find them for $240 to $280
Yeah,
on
that's what
release
it's
day.
going for.
And even the week after, once online pairs came in, I want to say it was like $250.
I was buying them for $220.
$220.
I bought maybe 10 pairs for around $220 to $240.
I wound up hitting it on a restock on eBay. RIP to eBay.
Nice. You got your
Eastbay.
pair.
Just sitting around. I was
Are they
was
still
off.
dead stock? I've never seen
No,
you
I've
wear
worn them 3 times.
Okay. I don't think I've seen you wear them.
Yeah, I've worn them
even
3
once.
times. I wore them to
gonna
go
remind us.
see Into the Spider-Verse and
Yep.
then the last Spider-Man
That's
movie.
exactly why I bought that. Just to watch the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was asleep on that release. I was sleepy.
But also, I mean, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero.
I
so, like,
literally
I needed them.
Walked down there, got my shoe, because we have to flip for, heads or tails, whatever, the whole story. Not gonna tell you guys. But wore the shoe, went to the mall, ended up watching the movie that same night.
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm more of a Batman guy, though.
I'm Spider-Man. Yeah, we Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Peter Parker all day, gang,
Go
gang.
Marvel, go Marvel.
Bruce Wayne? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, DC. They got some characters.
That's another discussion.
They're just
but-
bad at making movies.
So, I got a question for you guys.
Let's hear it.
Has anyone came in to sell their Kanye $200 stem player yet? Since we actually
What?
don't have the Donda album in full.
I know what you're talking about.
Sure.
I've seen it on Grailed, looked it up. No, I have not.
Big no.
I
want
almost
it.
bought one.
How much?
They were $200.
I found it for $240, so.
So yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
gonna
you're basically
buy it.
paying retail for it. So, I mean, I'm a Kanye stan. I always have been. I'm crazy like that. He
Same.
makes me angry, and I want him to stick to making shoes than music sometimes.
Really?
What?
It's amazing. Dude.
Chris.
What are you talking about, Chris?
That's blasphemy.
I will listen to literally every project that he releases. Not all of them are my favorite. I can still.
I
be
can
realistic
definitely
about
agree
it.
with you on
Donda
that.
album
but-
was amazing. Everything he's created is amazing.
There's like 4 songs on Donda I still listen to.
Yeah, I'll give you
just
that.
4.
Like Jail. Like
Damn.
Jail's really like the biggest
What
one.
about
I still-
Hurricane? What about on the Off the
Moon.
Grid?
Yeah.
Moon.
Moon's one of my faves.
What's it? Joa or it's a prophet's name. I forget his name. It's a whatever.
Can we take a poll? Kanye's music or Kanye's shoes?
Ooh,
Go down
Really?
the
Are
line.
you fucking kidding me
Hey,
right now?
I mean, let's do it.
It's music.
For me, it's music.
It's definitely music.
Well, I think what I like about Kanye is that in every aspect, kind of like what we're doing, we're trying to tap into the culture, right, and really deep dive into the fashion industry. He's like getting bigger, right? It's
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
sneaker and the
yeah.
fashion industry, and in the music, bro, it's like it touches you, right? You'll never forget who Kanye West is forever. And I hope Soul Status one day becomes that, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you'll never forget,
I mean, but some of his shoes touch you
like
too,
an
right?
urban necessity.
Dazzling Blues touched me. I
The
need those.
Dazzling Blues touched you?
Oh yeah, I need
It-
those. Yeah, made me feel like a kid again,
Really?
like Christmas.
Wow, bro.
It's like Christmas.
They were really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's an influencer. Like he's a
Yeah, for sure.
he's an industry disruptor, and whatever he puts his hands on, like there's an imprint, there's like a ripple effect in whatever industry he puts his hands in, and you start to see the other people around him their influence, right? Like without Kanye and his early albums, you might not have a lot of like the musicians that we ended up growing up to
I
love,
agree.
like,
Well, he made it easier for dudes like Drake.
or Cudi.
Yeah, Cudi, 808s and Heartbreaks gets you to The Weeknd in that sound.
But how many
There's-
people dissed 808s? And now
I
it's
love 808s.
Ton.
Or
Oh, come
Drake. Early Drake, like Drake came out when Wayne was still like at the top of his game, and
That's
everybody was like, you know, Drake's like a joke. Like he was the lover boy before lover boy came. You know what I mean? Like,
But there was half of them thinking like Drake could be the next.
Well, he is the next. Like
He is.
Drake
He is
the
now,
guy.
for
He
sure.
was
He
the
is
guy,
the
right?
guy right now.
but now he's also put his hands into the fashion industry, and we have OVO, and we have his influence when it comes to that. I mean, if you could still go to his website right now, and there's plenty of things in stock that you can buy.
I'm not gonna lie, OVO kind of sucks though.
No, he does a lot of good pieces. I mean, he does
Clothing,
some
good.
also good.
Shoes, he fucking sucks. at
No,
shoes.
dude, you don't like. Okay, so let's talk about
OVO
that.
eights
Let's
are
talk
fine.
about the shoes.
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
the
this.
shoes.
Talk about the
Come
shoes that are
on.
coming out.
His newest release with Nike.
It's
Tho-
trash.
Those Noctas look like
You don't
K-Swiss
like the
to me.
Noctas?
Those look like
They're
K-Swiss.
okay.
Everybody's influenced by something though. That doesn't remind you of your childhood.
I didn't wear K-Swiss as a kid.
I did.
know,
I did.
like
I like
that
K-Swiss.
shape, like that, like-
Oh, absolutely.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I fuck with the white
I
one.
like it. I fuck with it. But I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Oh no, I think I disagree. I think it's something that Drake has his hand on. It's going to go. I don't know if it's going to turn into like a Travis Scott level hype shoe, but those are going to resell. People are going to want them.
Which would you rather wear, Air Forces or the Nocta All Whites?
Air Force
Forces.
Ones.
Nope.
No, I'd wear the Drakes before Air
Drake
Force.
Golf? Not a
But
good
you
golf?
you honestly gave me Air Force Ones. Like I'll
The-
never wear an Air Force One.
The
My
Nocta
life.
golf stuff is hard.
Not
Not
is-
even off
golf
white.
is crazy.
But Air Force Ones used to be a part of the uniform, right? It was Air Force Ones and tall tees
Exactly.
every day in these streets.
Dude, I'll come out here looking like Soldier Boy in
I never,
2007 right
Hell
now.
no.
Minus the big doofy glasses. I'll throw on a tall tee and some Air Force
mean,
Ones right
no.
now.
Baggy
thanks.
jeans.
Nelly, I need 2 pairs. I
Right.
mean, come on now.
Air Force.
Hey, shout out to Nelly. He's going to be at the Monroe County Fair soon.
Really?
This year, yeah.
How far have you fallen?
Monroe County? Not even Toledo?
Yeah,
Don't they
Monroe
sell
County
like
Fair.
goats at that fair?
They probably do.
Oh, man,
Maybe
that's
goat.
crazy.
Maybe
Like,
we
take a
have a
picture on a
goat hat.
haystack.
Oh, God.
Maybe we have like a soul status goat.
Yeah, we should get him to come to Soul Status.
Bah.
I mean,
We're putting it out there.
How come-
Nelly.
Nelly.
Or the people who, mess with Nelly.
I bet Nelly
Represent
would stop by because Monroe's not far and it's a shithole. He'd probably be staying in either Detroit or Toledo.
For sure Toledo is closer.
it is closer. You're probably staying in Detroit,
Probably
though,
not,
so you
'cause
can casino.
He probably looked like in that luxury van like Mike Epps was when he dragged us in there and
Yeah.
was like, hey, we're going in this cool ass van. Probably staying in Detroit.
We
Definitely
should
stay
pull
in
up and
Probably.
drive him down here. 15, 20
We
minutes.
should.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Send a limo.
A limo.
It's Nelly.
I'm driving in the Porsche.
I mean, oh, okay.
Well, there's that.
Okay.
It's not that nice.
Sorry.
You got 3 kids.
I got 3 kids. I got a car seat in the back. In the booster. These guys don't have kids. They don't understand.
This guy, family man with a Porsche. Make it make sense.
Well, he got the Cayenne, so it is kind of a family car.
It is a family.
It's not really a Porsche.
I'm thinking about upgrading. We'll see.
I mean, it still has a crest.
Don't shame me, Chris. Don't shame me. Don't make me feel bad.
I'm giving you big ups, man.
Take a picture
He's got the
of shape.
crest.
We gotta post it.
The headlights and the grill. Nothing
Oh
else.
my
Nothing
God.
else.
Right,
I'm sorry,
right,
guys. Y'all
right.
driving Fords and shit. so
Hey,
it's
man.
Yo, the Ram gets
540i, baby.
right.
okay. Whatever that is.
Okay.
You don't know about BMWs?
Google it.
I know about BMWs, but it's all right.
Google it.
535 is better.
Oh my God.
535 is better than 540. How does that make sense,
Twin turbo.
bro? Stop it.
All right, we're getting a little off track here.
I like the infighting sometimes. It's always good to me. All right, let's wrap things up today.
All right.
We got some partying to do. Not really partying. You
It's
just got to be outside.
Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
Taco
J-Lo.
Tuesday.
Tacos.
Go.
Speaking of tacos, for all of our local followers, let us know in the comments down below, where is your favorite tacos at to have tacos on a Taco Tuesday?
Does it have to have a deal? Because I like El Tipico, and they don't. They
El
ain't giving it-
Tipico is where it's at, but a lot of people don't know. You can't blow it up, dude. That's the secret spot.
Well,
Don't put that in there.
Cash only, baby.
definitely
No
blown
one's
up
lit
now.
with this cash
Definitely
only.
blown up now.
El Tipico's the spot.
Cash only.
Go down the line. Everybody shout out their favorite taco spot.
So, go ahead, Chris. You go start off the
Oh
line.
man, jeez. Probably gonna have to be Cinco de Mayo. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Cinco de Mayo? Is that the one downtown?
Wait, which one? The one on Central?
East?
Yes,
The one
absolutely.
on
The
Central
one
is
on
not
Central.
that bad.
So,
I grew up right behind that one.
Is there
For
still-
sure, the one on Central.
Moose got me hooked to El Tipico, and I'm a big Mexican guy.
Never
I
been
love
there.
Mexican food, and I mean it's the best. I love it.
Ooh.
I love it.
The best?
The best. Some people may differ, but our
Made
taste
from
buds-
scratch, the third generation.
The salsa, the service,
Family recipes.
family recipes. Ain't no booze. That's good.
It's in the middle of the hood. You know, like when a spot survives in the middle of the hood on South
Exactly.
Avenue, and they don't even serve alcohol. You know the food is good.
Oh yeah,
And it's cash only.
100%.
I think it's
Toledo.
still cash only.
100%.
And it's cash only.
100%.
No, they probably take card.
I don't think they do.
I think they do.
I think
Alright.
they do. I think they
Killing
do.
San Marcos?
Yeah, they're
Because they're starting to take card
Way
on the turnpike.
way better than San Marcos.
Yeah, way better than San Marcos.
Oh, guys, I gotta go.
If they
We're gonna
served
go.
alcohol, I told her. I said, and you know what? You know why they don't serve alcohol? It's because it's like a family, but like they don't believe in it.
And I like that.
It's their faith.
I like
They're
that.
Christian, I believe, if
They're
I'm not mistaken, but they don't believe
old
in
school
drinking
Christian.
alcohol or making money
Yeah.
off of it. And literally, like the
Something I
third
can get
generation.
behind. I
Yeah,
can
they're like
definitely get
us.
behind that. I like that.
Yeah.
La Taqueria
La Taca.
on Broadway.
Is that a truck?
No, it's a storefront.
El Taco.
Wait, was that with the Authentica de Michoacana or whatever?
It's so if you leave downtown and you take
You start heading towards Mommy,
exactly.
and it's on your right.
Yeah, it's on your right.
Yeah, I've had it. It's good. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go one
You get
day.
some tacos
Look, bro,
in there.
the only ones that speak English are the ones that are serving it.
basically Mexican Cokes.
Yeah, if you go to a Mexican restaurant, they're speaking English, you're at the wrong one.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't got an accent. Get up.
Should be extremely hard to take your order.
I don't know.
sure.
I
know
I
it's
can make
good.
I can make some really good tacos.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Proctor is the
Proctor is good with the ribs. I'm not gonna
chefy
lie.
chef.
He's got a
It's
little
not just ribs.
barbecue thing going. Maybe even opening you up a food truck, huh, Chris, in the
we'll talk
future,
about it. We'll
2022,
figure it out.
2023.
We'll
maybe?
figure it out
Huh?
soon.
All right. Well, love you guys.
What do you got coming up this week, Willis? You in the shop? You got used popping off daily?
So yeah, used shoes always. But really excited for these UNC 6s. Saw an early pair and they look really, really good. So I'm expecting those to do numbers. Playoff 12s after that. Expecting those to
need
do
'em.
numbers, even though
Playoff
there's going to
12s.
be
Need
a
'em.
ton.
I don't care. I want
A
them all.
ton.
Because you know what those other 12s, I wish I bought more.
Which ones?
The royalty. I think
Royalty
they're called.
taxis.
Royalty
yeah.
taxis. I thought those were good. Good quality. Good shoe. Good colorways. Black and white, man. You can't beat that.
I mean, but the
I don't
the
care.
little
I could've
gold,
sold a shit ton of
the little
them.
gold
I
jump
want it.
man,
Gave you-
that
yeah,
didn't, that didn't
little
throw
gold
you
jam.
off. The black
hood love it.
laces didn't throw
Nothing.
you off.
Give me them. I want to sell them.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not wearing it. I want to sell it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I got you.
Mike, what you got coming up this week?
Coming up this week, as in shoes,
Sure.
Or
Shoes, family,
clothing.
kids.
Whatever.
kids.
Yeah, we care about you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice to know.
What's the next hair color?
Hair color, I think I'm gonna let it grow out, let it get healthy because I've noticed how fried it gets. I'm gonna let it grow out, and then back in the summer I'm gonna do platinum blonde again and go crazy. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Trying to buy as much Kanye gear as possible because this whole Kanye Netflix
Genius
documentary is like going crazy. I can't find anything anymore. Like, this stuff is gone. Like, I can't find this anymore.
Yeah.
So I've been buying it up for the last 6 months probably, and yeah.
No,
it's
dude's
becoming
literally
difficult.
been going crazy. Like, he buys,
Can't find
like,
it.
puts bids on like 6 pairs of socks and literally hits on all of them.
For $25.
So if you need Yeezy socks, hit this guy up.
I actually do need some
StockX, dude, $25. I was just throwing bids out, and it was just like, it's probably the same guy because I woke up the next morning, it was like, da-da-ding, 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 bought. I was like, I didn't want all of them, I just wanted some of them, but hey, I got a bunch of socks.
What do I have going on this week? Nothing. I'll be in the shop kicking it. I'll kind of be back to my regular routine of coming in, stopping in.
That's what I want to hear.
Helping out when I can.
That's what I like.
Seeing what else happens. And I gotta be back on these Twitter streets. I kind of been lacking.
Yeah.
So
Your social media game's been bad.
I
I ain't
know.
gonna lie.
I'll get back to it. I promise. Moose.
You know, I'll be in the shop, in and out of the shop. I know we got some more Fear of God. We just restocked on some. We have a bunch more pieces coming in this week.
Yeah.
We also just restocked on men and women's Panda Dunks, the lows. Expect those to be out on the floor here this week. We're getting ready to release a bunch of merch. We're going to be printing that very soon here. So look forward to seeing more Soul Status merch on all of our loyal supporters' backs and, you know, repping the brand out here in Toledo and wherever else you're from. I think we should be getting it online here soon. So anybody who's not in the area can't stop by the store and pick it up. We're going to be putting some online, and we'll be selling it that way too. It'll be a little bit easier for you guys to help support the channel and support the, you know, the dream.
Yep.
What else do we got going on? That vintage is going to be out on the floor. So if you're into vintage and you want pick of the litter, I mean, the stores should be hopefully, you know, full of vintage, Fear of God, all the stuff that you guys want. More shoes, more of everything.
Yeah, I think in the next week or two we'll have all those shells, all those clothes out, displayed nicely, put out everything.
Yeah, speaking of that, shout out Whitmer High School. That's me
Yeah.
and Mike, where we graduated from Whitmer. They're actually, what is it called? Their woodworking department
Yes.
is the ones who are helping us
CTC
with
program.
building the shelves and some of the fixtures for the store. So shout out to them. We really appreciate that. And
it's been a
just
huge help.
looking forward to having, you know, the store looking a little bit better and a lot more inventory for you guys to sort through and pick from, and a lot more choices.
Yeah, you never know when Moose breaks the news and he tells you about store number 2 and where it's going to be at.
Yeah,
So
I've been working on that. So.
Stay tuned.
we're not going to tell you all the details, but it's coming.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials. Soul
Yes.
Status, basically on everything. Soul Status Sneakers, TikTok, IG, the Twitter sphere, you name it, we're there. Come holler at us. Like, share, subscribe, as always, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys.
Peace.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide, never see me coming, I'm a landmine.